poem that is newish and two that aren't finished. The first is called A Sixth Sense. I had a dream last night that I was asleep and my phone was ringing. I answered, "Who is this?" And a scorpion replied. He said he wants a meeting, and that if you want to come along, then you have to come along. So I got dressed. Black pants, black shirt, black gloves, black gun. I sat down at an empty table in an empty apartment and looked in the scorpion's empty eyes. He said, "I've been watching you." And then repeated that if you want to come along, you have to come along. I told him I've been alone all my life, and he smiled. He asked, "Do you have a wife and kids? Because if you do," "I know," I said. "If I want to come along, then I have to come along." I told him I had a vasectomy in preparation for this moment. The scorpion smiled. The scorpion told me that he had made men incredibly wealthy. I told him he's also made a lot of men incredibly dead. The scorpion smiled. "Do I have time to consider this offer?" I asked. "I would expect nothing less from you." Then I woke up screaming, covered in sweat. I went to the bathroom and I vomited. And as I was doubled over, I could hear my phone ringing. I cleaned myself up and I answered it. The voice on the other end said, "Come see me tonight, and if you want to come along, then you have to come along." Woo! The next two I'm going to read, they're not finished, so I don't know where they're going, I admit, but they feel important. The first one's about poverty, and I'm still trying to find where it's ending. Poverty is not a line on a graph or a number in an account. It's a feeling. Poverty is knowing that when you say, "Excuse me, sir," intending to ask the time, they reply with, "I don't have any cash on me, man." Poverty is a sign that says "No public restroom" on a storefront owned by a man who bitches that the alleyways all smell like piss. Poverty is telling yourself that green tea and brandy will help you sweat it out, because there's no hospice in your future. That's what's ending right now. I don't know where it's going.
Keep going.
Woo! And this one I've been working on for a minute in my head, but I just started jotting down tonight. And there's a big blank space where it's not open yet.
Louder.
All right. Have you ever seen the line, Val?
It's because you missed the first two.
Ayo.
That's my fault.
The before and after line. The one that separates the seconds after now from the ones before. The line between "I love" and "you." The line between "let's not" and say "we did" and "let's do" and say "we didn't." The line between the 10-pound hammer and the silence of the shot you never hear. The line between walking away and looking over your shoulder. The line between "I'm sorry" and the stillness that follows. The line between "please come back" and the upturned corners of a dying mouth. The letters written but never posted. The train of thought that crashed into the clouds. The words in the bottle that traveled the sea but sunk to the bottom before it could ever reach. The moment, that moment. That's the second in which your life truly happens. And I love you.
Yeah!